Hello everybody and welcome to Splitter Sports Zone. I'm your host Rusty Peace, and this week we come to you live from the Lady Rail Splitter Volleyball Locker Room here in the Mary E. Mars Gymnasium. Final couple of weeks of the regular season now upon us. Lady Rail Splitter is right there in position to make a move and possibly capture their first ever conference regular season title. We want to wish them the best of luck. We'll be talking with two of the Lady Rail Splitter volleyball players this week and continue our theme of sibling players or sibling athletes here at Lincoln Memorial. Last week we talked to the Griffith twins of the LMU women's basketball team, and this week we talked with Abby and Sam Cash of the volleyball team. We'll be back to talk with them right after this. Stay with us here on Splitter Sports Zone.
Unmatched and unbeatable. Your experience at Danny England Motors comes with the absolute best in offering unmatched quality while delivering an uncommon, hands-on process to take your automotive purchase to the next level in customer service and customer expectations. While offering a relaxed, positive environment and a laid-back approach, our drive to surpass the highest of standards in this industry comes nothing short of. Danny England Motors. Come see us today. Automotive excellence starts here.
Established in 1982, Dixie Roofing Incorporated of La Follette has been the industry's leader in commercial roofing throughout Knoxville, Tennessee and surrounding counties for more than 30 years. From medical facilities to office buildings and educational institutions, Dixie Roofing has the experience, expertise, equipment, and know-how to handle roofing needs of any commercial structure, big or small. Dixie Roofing is also on the web at www.dixieroofing.com. Dixie Roofing Incorporated. Since 1959, Giles Industries has built more than 86,000 quality homes through craftsmanship of team members from the tri-state area. Our clients are extremely important to us, and we're looking for team-oriented family members which allow us to continue that level of excellence known to come with the Giles brand. Our team members receive above-average pay, great health, dental, and vision coverage, a 401k retirement package, and up to 2 weeks paid vacation following the first year of employment. Contact us about joining our Giles Industries family. Giles Industries, quality homes built by family for family.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking. From Home Federal Bank, always within reach.
We are with Abby Cash of the Lincoln Memorial University volleyball team this week, and we continue our theme of the siblings, or the sisters, if you will, on Splitter Sports Zone this week. Abby, welcome to the show.
Nice to have me. Thank you.
Well, let's go back many years. Last week we had a couple of young ladies on from the LMU basketball team who were identical twins. You have a sister. You may have more than one sister, I don't know, but you have a sister who also plays here. She only, in the last year and a half or so, came to Lincoln Memorial University. But having a sibling that's so close in age to you, that you've grown up with playing the sport that you love, has got to be a pretty special thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I've played volleyball with her my entire life, or like volleyball career and basketball, so it's been an honor to play with my sister.
At what age do you think that got started?
Oh gosh, I'd say 7 or 8 years old we started playing volleyball together.
Well, was there a rivalry back then? I mean, did you guys get into some brutal wars with each other or fight over who was the best?
Probably when we were younger, yeah, but when we got towards high school and it was fine. We just yell at each other on the court to play better. That's about it.
Well, you can go ahead. Now, who is the best?
I don't want to say.
I think she said right there. So you know, you play together throughout your elementary school or grade school days into the middle school, high school, club sport, but then graduation comes for one of you, and you have to separate. I'm assuming for you, I think you're a little bit older.
Yes.
So you have to separate. You go on to Lincoln Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
She's still finishing her prep career. And when she finishes her prep career, she goes to a different school. So that had to be tough for you to no longer be able to play with your sister.
Yeah, it was. I had a year to adjust, though, when I was here and she was still in high school. But it was hard to have somebody that you kind of relied on throughout the game to kind of keep your head up, to keep you going, and also to do the same for them. Coming in as a freshman, I didn't really know who to say anything, like what to, but I always could say something to my sister in high school if I needed to say anything.
Now, who in the family was responsible for helping to build your skills and your sister's skills?
My dad. Absolutely, my dad.
Was he a person who played collegiate volleyball or just loved the sport?
No, he just loves the sport, loves coaching it, and he's the one that got us starting.
So then if he was a coach, I would imagine it was probably by design that the two of you play different positions so that you could play together.
Yeah, we play the same but different position. At the time, I think she originally started off setting, and I was hitting and passing. But throughout time, our skills evolved and changed, and we ended up playing the same position.
So for most student athletes, especially those who travel long distances to go compete for the universities or colleges they play for, being a long way from home is a tough thing to handle. What was the most difficult thing for you your freshman year here at Lincoln Memorial?
Honestly, not seeing my pets. I miss my dogs. Yeah. My parents and grandparents have a house down here actually relatively close, so I got to see them a lot, and I never really got to see my animals. So.
That's right. I did know sometime back that you were kind of a Norris Lake water rat, and you've been, how long have you been coming down to Norris Lake?
Since I was born.
Really?
Yep.
So it's been a long time that you've been part of East Tennessee.
Absolutely.
What was that a factor in you coming to Lincoln Memorial?
No, actually it wasn't. I was originally committed to another college, Chicago State, but they had a coach problem and he ended up leaving, and he was the main reason I was going there. So at the very last second I didn't know what to do, but I had a coach on our coaching staff, Lauren Kawaka, who played here. She's a former player. She was like, well, I know Jenny from LMU. I can see if she needs a setter, and so it just kind of worked out that way.
We'll have to talk to Coach Michael as to whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. We always loved Kawaka. She was one of the greats here. Mm-hmm. So I was asking you earlier off the camera. You're part of the Vet Tech program here at Lincoln Memorial. Was the fact that we had that type thing a factor in you coming to LMU?
Absolutely, it was a huge factor. Especially they have one of the best programs in the U.S. So I had no idea at the time that they had such a great program. So when I found out, that was kind of the selling factor for me.
What is it you like most about working with the animals?
Kind of growing a bond with them and getting to know them, and dealing with some animals that just have had a hard time and they get so comfortable around you. It's a great feeling to know that you're there for them.
Being a pet owner myself, it's kind of tough though at times, because constantly throughout your lifetime your heart's being broken because you typically last longer than they do, and it's a tough thing to overcome when you lose a family member. For you see the positives and the negatives. You see the neglected animals. You see the animals that aren't so neglected but have ailments that need care and so forth. And so it's got to be a huge responsibility and a huge undertaking to be that involved with pets that you're not involved with every day as an owner.
Absolutely, it's a lot. It's hard sometimes, but you learn to adjust emotionally. So.
All right, so let's back up. Let's go back to the playing. What's the toughest thing for you, or the hardest thing, if you will, about having to play with a sibling, or your sister in this case?
The toughest thing?
Rivalry?
I don't know. I think we have the same goals. We have everything we want's the same.
So statistics don't mean a whole lot as long as the team wins.
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a good thing. So now that your sister is here with you at Lincoln Memorial, I mean, is it? Do you room together? That probably wouldn't be a good idea, probably.
Well, her first semester here, I remember getting a phone call being like, I'm leaving TTU, I'm on my way. And at the time, I didn't have a roommate. My roommate actually just moved or transferred for the semester. So she was my roommate for a semester. And it was actually fine. It worked out well just because we're sisters and obviously our parents can help us both. And it was easier living together. But we decided that being roommates for another 2 years probably wasn't a good idea.
Was there ever a time in your life where you felt like Sam was the annoying little sister at all?
Oh, yeah. For the first 15 years of my life, probably.
and when she decided she was going to make the transfer from Middle Tennessee State to Lincoln Memorial, how did you respond to that? What was your thoughts? What were your
She
thoughts?
needed her big sister. It was funny. Our entire lives, we've always felt so independent, but it was, she kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like a bond. She needed me and she needed my help before she went to my parents. So it was good to know that she was confident in me to help her get where she needed to be.
You being a senior, deep runs into postseason play are something that, unfortunately for you, over the first 3 years of your career here, have eluded you. Now your sister's part of the team. Now we have some other key pieces in addition to her. And suddenly we find ourselves in a situation where we still have a chance at the regular season title, we still have a chance at the conference tournament title, and we still have a chance to go into the NCAA tournament.
Yep, it's exciting. It's very exciting. Actually, I've never experienced it before, so.
So with Coach Michael now having 2 Cash sisters here to play, is there ever a time where you feel like maybe you're a little troublesome to her, or you're getting on there, both of you are getting on her nerves? Or?
Yeah, there's 2 Cash opinions now. There you have my opinion and Sam's. So, and we're both probably the most, we confront her most with anything. So now she has double up.
What are your hopes and expectations between now and the end of the season and the end of your senior year before you graduate?
I want to win conference. Win conference, go to regionals, and that's my expectation.
Will Abby's career as in veterinary technology stop there, or will you go on to get your medical degree? I'm
going to go on to get my medical degree.
Going to try to do that here?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, no better place to do it. And we certainly, this year's Lady Rail Splitter volleyball season has been very exciting, and one that I know a lot of fans have been very pumped about. I have watched a lot of the games online this year, and it's a totally different perspective watching them online and watching them in person. And depending upon where you're watching them from the court, you see an entirely different game. You see the speed a little more, I think, in person than you do online. But nonetheless, it's been a very successful year if we don't win another match, and I'm sure we're going to win quite a few more.
Yeah.
So best of luck, and good luck in the upcoming end of the regular season and in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right. Abby Cash, we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we will talk with Sam Cash right here on Splitter Sports Zone. Stay with us.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
From sales to service, online or in person, Anchor Marine of Speedville, Tennessee is the source for all your boating needs. We carry a wide selection of new and used products and services for Alumacraft, Aqua Patio, Hurricane, Polar Craft, Sampan, and Sweetwater boats and pontoons, as well as a full line of Yamaha marine engines and Minn Kota trolling motors. From bow to stern, Anchor Marine also carries a wide selection of boating accessories. And if it's service you need, we offer on-site factory-trained technicians that are among the best in East Tennessee. Anchor Marine, 6630 General C.W. Steiner Highway, Speedwell. At Farm Bureau, we offer more than just insurance. We offer security. Whether you're insuring your automobile, boat, home, or simply buying life insurance, with Farm Bureau, you can rest assured that we have your best interests covered. Our members can also enjoy travel discounts, entertainment discounts, identity theft restoration, and home protection services. Call today at 423-869-8346 or stop by and see Brad Seal at our Harrogate location and find out why Tennessee turns to us for insurance. Experience exceptional service and experience security at Farm Bureau. Commercial, residential, or personal, Lester Signs of Harrogate has you covered with all your sign and graphic needs. From embroidery and screen printing to personalized items, decals, yard signs, logo design, car wraps, digital printing, and sign maintenance, Lester Signs has all your branding needs. Lester Signs is under new ownership and has been serving the tri-state area for more than 25 years. Phone us today to inquire about your commercial sign or marketing specialized needs, or email us at sales@lestersigns.com. Lester Signs, located at 112 Washington Avenue, Harrogate.
Welcome back to Splitter Sports Zone. As promised earlier, we talked with Abby Cash. Now we're going to talk with Sam Cash, and she is the younger sister of Abby Cash, who is, Sam is also now a Lady Rail Splitter. Sam, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm having a hard time calling you Sam. I keep wanting to call you Samantha. Sam, you've got an interesting situation. I mean, it's one that a lot of student athletes go through. Upon graduation from high school, you decided to go to Middle Tennessee State, Division I program. things, for whatever reason, doesn't really matter, didn't work out for you there, and you decided to transfer. Lo and behold, you transfer to Lincoln Memorial, where your sister just happens to be playing. Was that a major factor in you transferring to LMU?
Total coincidence. I'm kidding. I actually went to Tennessee Tech.
I beg your pardon.
It's okay. Yeah, I came because she was here and I wanted to be closer to family. At Tech, I had my gallbladder taken out. It was supposed to be minor outpatient. Got like 12 infections and was on anti-antibiotics for my antibiotics. Redshirted, ended up hating life, and so I came to be with my sister.
So she indicated to me earlier that you guys have been coming to East Tennessee for a long time.
Yeah.
So you gotta love summers on Norris Lake.
Yes.
Sweet summertime, you know. What's your favorite thing thus far about East Tennessee, whether it be LMU or Norris Lake or
I like the mountains.
Just the mountains.
And being able to be outside. In Ohio, it's really flat and ugly and smells. So it's a lot prettier here.
Buckeye fans up there, don't condemn, don't hate. You know, my collar keeps turning up here. All right, so the career at Tennessee Tech didn't work out. As I talked to Sam a little while ago, I beg your pardon. As I talked to Abby a little while ago, I'm already seeing double. You know, playing together on the grade school or middle school, high school, club level. Obviously, that had to be pretty enjoyable for the two of you to play together.
Yeah, it was a great growing experience, and like she said, we grew kind of separately in skill sets, even though we were both setters. She came here to set, and I went to Tennessee Tech to set. I ended up coming out more as a hitter, which is what I do for LMU this year on the right side. So it was a lot of fun playing with her. We learned that we're very fire and ice, very different players. We have very different styles, but we both get the job done. So it's really cool to play together and see that.
Having a dad that was a coach, was that ever tough for you? Did he demand more, you think, of you guys than he did of his other players?
Yeah, he kicked Abby out of practice a lot.
Was that attitude or poor play?
Attitude.
Well, Abby, you see, that's the advantages right there of going second on the interview rather than opposed to going first. You know, I look at you guys and I see the mechanics of what you do from your positions, and I can see the coaching that he's had and the influence he's had throughout the years in trying to build you all to be the best players that you could be. For you personally, what's it been like playing for your dad on that level and having him be the one to get you where you are today to a certain point?
It's been an honor. He has a knowledge for the game out of this world. He's the one who got me to run the slide on the right side. Every other coach is, why do you do that? Why is it like that? Well, I produce that way. I have a high hitting percentage, and I'm better at it. I started playing basketball with my sister, and my mom was actually our coach. And layups, I was a big. So I always ran off my left foot and shot with my right hand. So running the slide was the easiest transition between sports. So
when Abby sets for you, she's got to have known for a long time where it is that's right in your wheelhouse.
Fun fact, Abby's the only setter I've ever had. So it'll be interesting when she graduates. I didn't realize that until we were talking about it with the assistant coach Josh and I were talking, and we were talking about how often I actually hit and when's the last time I hit now that I'm hitting in college again. And it was more like my junior year of high school. I got mono my senior year and wasn't able to play for a month or so. And then for all my club seasons, when I wasn't playing with Abby, we ran a 5-1 with me. I was a setter too. So I never hit off another setter in club. And in high school, I only hit off of her. So
that's very interesting, to be honest with you.
She's my only setter.
I don't know that, I mean, sisters obviously have a lot of common ground, but I don't know that I ever knew of any other siblings that played that were that dependent on what the other one did throughout their entire careers.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the transition from Tech and all that surrounded getting you eligible to play here, and we'd hoped it would happen last year, it didn't. It had to be frustrating for you.
It was extremely frustrating not being allowed to play, since I already had to sit a year being sick and everything, and then getting here and finding a new will to play. I didn't want to play after I left Tech. I hated volleyball and everything that had to do with it. So getting here and then wanting to play again and having that drive and that competition, like the competitiveness, and to see the team that, wants to win, and I knew I could help with that, but not being able to really sucked. So.
Now, unlike Abby, you have a unique situation in that you got to kind of sit back, even though you participated in some practices maybe or helped out with some things. You got to sit back and watch a lot of the members on this team compete last year. So for you now, the transition from being on the bench, on the sideline, watching the match, as to actually coming in and playing a vital role in the success, that too has got to be kind of a momentum builder for you mentally.
Yeah, and it was a blessing in disguise, and I learned a little bit more about the game having to sit on the side and I got to learn my teammates' tendencies without being on the court with them. I think there's a difference on being on the court with them and knowing what they do versus off the court. And, coaches and players want to argue, I'm right, no, you're right. But once you see both sides, you see that neither one's necessarily wrong, and there's a good place in the middle to help your teammates and your coaches out.
Was Coach Michael's system hard for you to learn?
No, she's pretty straightforward.
Is she a hard coach to play for?
No, just, do what she says. My goal personally, I'm so happy I get to say this on camera, is to make her stomp her heel once so that it breaks. I've watched her do it many times throughout the years.
I'm not going to go there. I've seen that happen, and I know what she can do to a pair of heels, okay? Not going to go there.
I can't imagine being a parent and having kids, as far as two of them, and do you treat them the same, or, they're going to be different. They have different personalities, because we definitely see the different personalities of the two of them here. I mean, they have certain characteristics that are the same, but they're a lot different too. But the biggest thing they have in common is they're a pain in my so that's just, it is what it is. That's not too bad of a cuss word, right? It's not even a cuss word. It's a body part. And mine hurts constantly because they are so annoying. But the thing is that they love it too. They love it. They know it. And I said something to Abby, and she walks out, and she's like, I said something about her being a pain in the reister, and she's like, mutual. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine, good. I'm glad I can aggravate the out of you too, because it is what it is. You're probably gonna have to bleep that one out. It's kind of cool to have them here and see them. I can remember actually when we were recruiting Abby, and comments were made just as far as it might be good for them to not be on the same team and to be kind of having their own careers moving in different directions kind of things. But, it's interesting, just, life has a way of working itself out, and the fact that they are both here for different reasons, different circumstances, it's kind of cool, because I definitely think they've been able to, whatever pettiness might have occurred when, they were in their high school age and high school era, it's definitely not something that we have to deal with or see here. I mean, they're both so competitive. That's another thing that they definitely have in common, is just being super competitive and getting after it, and being able to get after each other in a competitive type way, but being able to inspire the girls around them to raise and elevate their level of, just getting feisty with it on the court.
It is your sister's last season, as you've already alluded to. Nobody's ever set for you other than her. I'm sure having more collegiate eligibility remaining, you want to send her out with the best possible finish this year that we can do.
Yes, sir. We've already won 2 rings together, so we're looking to win 1 more.
What are the things that this team has to do over the next several weeks? And the regular season is closing. I mean, we're in the final stage of the regular season. What does this team have to do in order to put itself in a position to win the regular season title, or have a chance to win the regular season title, and to make a deep run into both conference tournament and NCAA play?
Finishing out season this weekend, we need to go 2-0, and we need tonight for LR to beat Queens. Losing last weekend kind of took it out of our hands, so we need that to happen, but we're going to finish the way we started, and we're going to get some wins. Going into tournament, we really need to be prepared to adjust teams. We have a big target on our back now, and now that they know or think that we're beatable, they're going to go after our weaknesses, so we need to not go in blindsided and be ready to play.
From a strategic standpoint, I mean, there have been times early in the season where we struggled with serve-receive. Mm-hmm. There's been times when we have struggled with unforced errors. Where do you see this team standing right now in those 2 categories?
I think we're going to be fine going into these matches. I think that everybody is super competitive, and we know what we have to do now to win, and everybody wants to win. So.
Do we need to tighten those areas up at all?
Yeah, we do. But I think that that's going to come with going into the games now. I don't want to say that we let off the horse or the throttle or anything when we went into our last tournament, but I think now that we know how teams are going to come at us, that we have to step up our game even more and tighten up. So I think we will.
All right, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. Who's the better player? Come on, you can tell us.
You are comparing apples and oranges. I'm hitting and she's setting. We get different stats.
Well, I'm also trying to create a little sibling rivalry here. So who's the better player? You can tell us. Not going to go there. All right, Sam, best of luck throughout the rest of the regular season and into the postseason. And welcome to LMU if you haven't already been told that by a bunch of people.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this on Splitter Sports Zone.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
It makes a difference when a physician is trained to truly listen. At the LMU Medical Clinic, it is our mission to provide the highest quality medical care possible for our community, in our community. Our physicians are trained in the philosophy of osteopathic medicine. We look beyond your symptoms and take the time to get to know you as a whole person, from children to adults and everyone in between. We don't see patients, we see people.
Whether institutional case good or architectural woodwork, Nolan Products Incorporated of Knoxville has been serving East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and Southeast Kentucky since 1958. From concept to finish, Nolan Products custom builds to the highest quality standards to meet your facility specifications while using only the finest materials available. Nolan Products has been serving and meeting the needs and requirements of general contractors and architects in East Tennessee and surrounding area for more than 55 years. Nolan Products Incorporated, 912 Forsyth Street, Northeast, Knoxville.
Well, as you can tell, Abby and Sam Cash both like playing with each other. This will be the last year that they're going to be playing together as collegiate athletes. Unfortunately, Abby Cash now a senior, Sam Cash still with some eligibility remaining, and as she's already alluded to, Sam says that nobody else has ever set for her, so it's going to be an adjustment for her a year from now. That's about all we have for this week. Don't forget to check out the LMU Athletics website, where you can find everything you want to know about Lincoln Memorial University Athletics, www.lmurailsplitters.com. Until next week, I'm Rusty Peace for Splitter Sports Zone. Good night, everybody.